This is Las Vegas Real Estate Now with local real estate expert Harvey Blankfeld.
Where we want to educate you about our market, empower you to make wise decisions, and help you engage with our expert contributors. There's so many things to talk about right now, and I have a theme today of affordability because it's a hot topic in Las Vegas real estate right now. But I know that you've brought us some statistics to compare year over year, and I want to hear some of that. So tell us what you found, Rick.
September continued to be a increase in resale home sales. We're looking at about 11% year over year from last September to this September.
Nice.
In single-family residences. Condos, townhouses actually up even a lot more, about 20% in closed units. Luxury market still going strong. $1 million and above sales, about 10% above last year.
Wow.
And ironically, when we were talking off the air, the vertical or the high-rise space is actually down about 38%.
The high-rises, you made the great point that they've fallen off. But again, the Raider effect, a lot of people don't think it was going to happen until the Raiders were actually here. I think it's already happened, and much of it's already taken place.
Right. I think you got the first effect of that.
It
was announced, and everybody started buying a property where they wanted to be in reference to the stadium.
Yep.
And that wave has happened, and now I think we're in a little bit of a lull until they actually get here.
And when they get here, we'll see it ramp up again, I think.
Definitely.
Yeah,
definitely.
I think that will happen. I mean, the impact of the Raiders on residential real estate is probably not nearly as much as it is on the commercial real estate, though. That's my own impression.
Well,
again,
and especially around the stadium itself.
Of course. Yeah, I mean, look at the land values down there. They went a little nuts.
Moving into the fourth quarter now, we're pretty much set up to have a really strong fourth quarter of this year. The numbers indicate that.
Yeah.
So we'll see what turns out there.
I think that in my personal impression, based on what I've seen and what my colleagues have seen at Berkshire Hathaway, is that the beginning of the summer started off kind of slow. I mean,
really slow.
We didn't really see the kind of activity we had seen in the years past. But it's kind of picking up now. We're seeing a little bit now, thank goodness.
Right. We didn't see the normal summer ramp up as quickly as we usually see it. March, April, May usually starts with a lot of homes going into pending status, and June, July, August take off with closings. And that was kind of flat year to year until September hit, and we had a big jump. The activity has definitely picked up of late. The last 2 months, August and September, we have seen an increase in closed transactions.
Yeah.
We've also seen an increase in the pending transactions as well.
Great.
And normally at this time of year, historically, we've seen a kind of flatten out period. October's usually our last hurrah of the year.
Right.
Before we get into November, December. So
the holidays kind of bog things down a bit.
Definitely do. So, this is it's a good sign for our market, and we're hoping from our standpoint it catapults us in the next year, which next year, who knows how that's going to be with the election year. There's a lot of moving parts coming on next year. So
election years are always an anomaly to the trends of the market to me. And I've seen in years past, particularly a presidential election year.
Right.
And for whatever reason, people kind of shy away. They slow down. They take a step back, waiting to see the results of the election. And normally the results of the election don't have much of an impact on housing.
Especially the year that the election is in.
Right.
It might be the year after or 2 years after.
Indeed.
But the year of the election, they really don't impact it as much.
Yeah, it's kind of silly, but it does happen. There's an effect there, and hopefully that doesn't become too dramatic for us next year.
This has been Las Vegas Real Estate Now. Thanks for listening, and remember to tune in every Saturday at 11 a.m. on 101.5 FM, 720 AM KDWN.